Thank you. Do you want to be happier? Do you want to be healthier? Do you want to have less stress? Do you want to have better finances? Do you want to be a better lover? Do you want to be a better friend? Do you want to just be a better person? I say the way to do it is to be a better waiter. Now, when I define waiting, it isn't just waiting in line at the grocery store. It could be that. It could be waiting in traffic. But waiting, I expand the idea of waiting is actually it's that space in between events. When you're driving someplace, when you're waiting for the internet to load up. Could be a long time. It could be a short time. In fact, we spend a great deal of our time in this space of the not doing, on the way to doing something, or on the way to eat a meal. You're waiting at a restaurant. That's the space that I'm talking about. Now, I'm not always good at waiting. It annoys me. I just hate to wait. I'm impatient. But I don't want to talk about impatience today. I'm talking about waiting. Do you check your phone? Do you tap your toe? Do you look around when your spouse is talking or when a friend is talking? Will they make their point? I do that. Well, one thing that got me thinking about this concept of waiting was recently at the Teen Money Matters course that we recently led. And we had one section called The Psychology of Waiting. In that little study, we talked about the marshmallow test. Who has heard of the marshmallow test? Several of you. I won't go into great detail. You can Google it. There's a lot of information. But it was done at Stanford University in 1970. They brought in toddlers, and they gave them one marshmallow. And they said, if you wait 15 minutes and you don't eat it, you can eat 2 marshmallows. Sounds kind of torturous. But when they studied those adults later in life, they found out that they actually had a lower body mass weight. I don't know if that's the right term. But they had less criminality. They had higher net worth, higher SAT scores. They were just overall more successful. Now, when they reevaluate, there are some economic elements that swayed the results a little bit, but I think we can actually learn from what we learned in that marshmallow study. So let's define waiting. I think waiting is actually not just an experience, but I think it's a skill set. It's a way to occupy your mind while you are on the way, while you are in the car, while you are not doing anything. Maybe you're just sitting on your back porch or your lanai. It's a way of taking in the moment, maybe taking in the person, observing, listening to what's going on, maybe listening to birds, maybe being thankful, as Misha talked about last week. It's filling your mind with different things as opposed to the agitation and the annoyance of waiting. It's during those times that sometimes I pray, sometimes I hear a word, sometimes I'm inspired, sometimes wisdom comes to me. I'm starting a new business this year that's doing quite well, but during this time of waiting for it to be outstanding success, ideas come to me in the waiting. I'm inspired. New things occur in my mind. It's a rich time. They can be rich moments. I say replace the annoyance with all these new thoughts. I think it's a treasure chest. Don't waste the wait. It can be one of the most valuable times of your day. By opening that treasure vault, you will open your mind. You'll open up your life to all kinds of new experiences that you never thought were possible. Learning to wait is an antidote for impatience. The tension goes away, the stress goes away, and happiness actually enters because you become more aware, more appreciative, more grateful of your surroundings, more grateful of the wonderful things that you have in front of you. But waiting also has some payoffs. In addition to waiting in a line at the grocery store, sometimes I'll just look at a child and see how they're smiling. I just kind of take that in. I just enjoy what's going on around me. But it also has financial payoffs. I'm a financial guy, and I think there's some tremendous financial payoffs. If you talk to any investment advisor today, they'll tell you that the number one mistake that investors do is they get anxious when the market's volatile and they get out. If you would have gotten out of the market 2 weeks ago when it went crazy, you would have lost thousands. If you would have waited a week, it recovered nearly all of its losses. It happens all the time. Professional investment managers are sometimes just professional babysitters. They'll tell you that off the side. It's really true. Also, another payoff is you avoid debt while you wait. You wait to save, and you avoid the costly payments that debt might throw at you. Waiting also helps you enjoy what you have. It's been said that the antidote to materialism is to enjoy what you already have. Instead of wanting or loving that amazing car that's in front of you, enjoy that older car that you have. Enjoy the fact you don't have debt or payments. Enjoy and re-experience some of the reasons why you originally bought it and how great of an automobile it is, even though it might need repairs. Sometimes during the wait, I've actually had people offer me things for free that I was going to buy, or maybe I already did buy the next day. Sometimes during the wait, you discover, you think of it overnight, the next day, I didn't even want that item, and you save money. Sometimes when you don't spend and you have that savings, an emergency happens, oh wow, now I have this money that I needed for the emergency, so it can come in really handy. Sometimes people will buy the item for you, so if you wait on that purchase, maybe put it on your Amazon wait list, so when my daughter asks me, what do you want for your birthday, I could go check out my wait list. I decided not to buy it for myself. If I needed it, maybe I would find it. I've actually got a great wooden chair on the side of the road that I didn't even have to buy. So I'm that guy. It also gives you time to check with your budget, with your spouse, or maybe, look at your finances. Can I really afford this? Do I really need it? Hopefully this inspired you to be a better waiter. But there are some things I don't want you to wait on. And these are actually more important. Don't wait to tell someone that you love them. Don't wait to call someone that needs a call. If you're interested in somebody, either a friendship or other deeper relationship, don't wait for them to call you. Maybe reach out to them. So there are some things that you don't want to wait for. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.